Okay, welcome everybody, and tonight we're going to talk about the keys to longevity and vibrant health. So we'll talk about nutrition for about an hour, and then lifestyle, mind-body connection for about half an hour. So if you look at all the different things that are necessary to achieve optimum health and longevity, in my eyes I put them into three groups. You have nutrition, and it's not only about what you put in, but what you have the ability to digest, absorb, and assimilate into your tissues. And then you have all the lifestyle issues. And there are many. I'm going to cover a few of the important ones that many people don't know much about. And then you have the mind-body connection. Now, I'll give you good scientific information about how our thoughts directly affect our immune system, either in a negative or in a positive way. So it's just like a tripod that has three legs, of course. If one leg is missing, can't stand up, falls over. So we're the same way. We have to get all three of these categories optimized to ensure longevity and vibrant health. So starting with nutrition, I'm going to cover each of the nutrients in a quick, concise manner. So we'll start with vitamins. And I'll be quoting out of the Taylor Encyclopedic Medical Dictionary. Vitamin A, destroyed by high temperature. Vitamin B1, destroyed by exposure to heat. Vitamin B6, rapidly inactivated in the presence of heat. Notice the dictionary uses that word rapidly. Folic acid, destroyed by heat. Vitamin B12, unstable in hot acid or alkaline solutions. Now, just for a moment, talk about B12. As people get older, they often lose the ability to absorb B12 from their food. You need a lot of hydrochloric acid in your stomach, which tends to decline with age. So the B12 in food is bound to a protein, and if you don't have enough hydrochloric acid, you can't break that bond. You won't absorb the B12. You also need intrinsic factor to get that B12 into your system. So many older people are checked into old age homes in a state of confusion simply because they're not able to absorb the B12 from their food. So it's a very simple solution to that. A little $10 bottle of a vitamin B12 that dissolves in the mouth under the tongue, doesn't have to go through the digestive tract. It's called methylcobalamin. The B12 is produced by bacteria and it's already methylated. Some people lack the ability to methylate the B vitamins, like folic acid and B12. If you can't methylate your B vitamins, and about 10% of the population can't do that, your homocysteine level will become elevated. And if you get a whole elevated homocysteine level, that's a proven risk factor in heart disease and at least 100 other known diseases, right up to leukemia and possibly even environmental illnesses. So if you've never gotten your homocysteine level checked and you have some issues, you might want to do that and see if you have a genetic mutation called MTHFR to see if you're methylating your B vitamins. So back in the medical dictionary, vitamin C, easily destroyed by oxidation, lost in cooking, according to the medical dictionary. So the fact is that practically every animal on the planet could make their own vitamin C in their bodies, except humans and a few other creatures. We need to get in our diet. And when you look at how much vitamin C little tiny animals are making, it's thousands of milligrams. Our government is telling us that 500 or actually 60 milligrams will be enough. Well, that might prevent symptoms of a disease called scurvy, which you can see if you don't get enough vitamin C, but it's not enough vitamin C for optimum health. And I was recently watching a documentary on the life of Linus Pauling, who did a lot of vitamin C research, and actually very fascinating, but history shows us that if you don't get enough vitamin C, you obviously die from it. The sailors, sometimes 9 out of 10 sailors on these around the world voyages died of scurvy. So 1747, this British physician named James Lind discovered if you give sailors fruit, that's high in vitamin C, you can prevent and reverse scurvy. But unfortunately, when he presented that to the establishment in England in 1747, they ignored him because it didn't go along with what the mainstream medical establishment there was doing. So sailors continued to die till about a third of the way into the 1800s. Thousands and thousands of sailors died, even though the cure was known. And I see a similar thing happening today. So much research being done out there. It's showing up on the internet and different holistic books and videos and seminars like this one, but it's not making the curriculum of medical doctors to whom most people go when they have symptoms. So the medical doctors are taught that if there's some type of symptom, you write a little prescription, you hand it to the person, and they take some type of drug that's supposed to take away the symptom. That's like, you know, putting a Band-Aid on top of a cut. You can't see the cut anymore, but the cut's still there. It's not getting to the cause. So that's what naturopaths are trained to do, is to find out what's causing it and get to the root of the cause. And that's what I've been studying for close to 20 years now. So as far as vitamin C goes, everything that grows out of the ground has it. It's not just your pasteurized orange juice. And remember what I just said about vitamin C lost in cooking, according to the medical dictionary, pasteurization is high temperature heating. So parsley, for instance, has about 3 times as much vitamin C as an orange. Broccoli, about twice as much. All these fruits and vegetables, especially when fresh, because vitamin C tends to decline as that fruit or vegetable ages. So growing sprouts in your house is a great way to get really fresh, high-quality nutrition.